It was a dark and stormy night in the year 2009, and Marjorie Perkins sat in her wheelchair by the heater in her two-bedroom unit, sipping a beer and pondering what the next day at her dreary job would bring. Some years later, one of those suspicious white powders is tipped into a politician's cup of tea. Said politician falls down a flight of stairs and dies. He is Senator Craig Smyth, a man in his 50s wearing a nice shirt and pants. He has grey hair and a bulging tummy from one too many lunches paid for by his company and then the taxpayer. We turn to 2018 and Lucy and Shay, our hero detectives, are sitting at their small but comfortable kitchen table eating breakfast. They are your average lesbian couple with a fur child, a Burmese cat named Boris, instead of human children because breeding is beneath them. Lucy is your typical femme who cannot leave the house without eyeliner. She freely admits that she would turn straight for Doctor Who. Any of them. Shay is the biggest dyke in the inner city north and loves sport more than life itself. She would not turn straight for anyone. They are completely ordinary insofar as their disabilities meant that they had to leave the police force and now work as private investigators and consultants instead. Did you get the paperwork sorted on the Jones case? Oh, remember, no work before coffee. Shay puts a large cup of coffee in front of her. Lucy inhales the scent. Have I told you I love you? Paperwork was done yesterday. Did you RSVP to Adam's party on the weekend? Of course. They give each other a quick peck and head out the door.
One new message.
I love the smell of murder in the morning. What is it? Shay shows Lucy a message on her phone. Christ. Wow. Tennille Smyth always wears excessively large jewellery, which is perfectly matched to her many frocks and ladies' suits. She gets her roots done every 2 weeks without fail, and above anything cannot stand people who are late. Sarah is very well adjusted, all things considered. Another high achiever. The Smyth family home is officially a mansion with very tasteful furniture and looks so clean that it looks as if it has been barely lived in. Thank you both for agreeing to talk to me. I know this must be a very difficult time. It's all right. You've got a job to do. I understand. I want you to catch the bastard that did this. And I know someone did this to him. Mum, it's not all right. We had a fight not long before. We weren't speaking. I never got to apologise. Can you tell me what happened that night? Well, I was at a charity fundraiser. We weren't on the best of terms either. I had been living elsewhere, but things were getting better. I arrived home late from the fundraiser and then they called me. I was just at the library. It was impossible. We didn't agree on a lot of things. But by the time I got there, the media was there and everything, and Mrs. Smyth, whereabouts is your son? Wasting his life. He's a dancer. Yes, both my children have gone through a rebellious phase, but at least my daughter came back to me. And Sarah, what are you studying? I'm going to be a human rights lawyer eventually. Dad would not have approved. I think that's all I need to ask you both for now. Of course. Thanks again for your time. The soap opera gets better. How's that? I've got security camera footage of the wife having an affair with Brad Cummings. From Channel 10? Shit! The fact that the family checks out doesn't mean they're not sus. This gives the wife motive and she will never volunteer anything. The whole family are loaded, so they could have easily hired someone for the privilege of killing Craig. I imagine there would be no shortage of volunteers for the right price. I still want to check their alibis and their phone records. That's your homework. After we go to Channel 10. So, you're convinced it's murder, not suicide? Yeah, but obviously at the moment we've got nothing. That's okay, babe. We'll keep digging. Brad Cummings has been the face of Channel 10 for many years. He has a conservative blonde, short haircut and a winning smile. He also has a slight pot belly from one too many company lunches. He and Craig were unstoppable as a duo. If you had a problem and you were one of their mates, you would go to one of them and it would be fixed. But of course, you wouldn't ask how. You would just be grateful. Yeah, I was with Tennille. She's a very fine woman. So what? I have lots of things to do today. At least don't treat me like I'm stupid. Well, I mean, the marriage was done long before we got together. She just agreed to keep it up for appearances when he decided to go into politics. He got me my job at Channel 10, so I suppose in a weird way, I didn't want to hurt the guy's feelings. So he found out some other way and killed himself. Nah, he didn't find out. Plus he had his own bit on the side as well, and I didn't kill him. I was staying with a mate in the country. You can check.